Good afternoon, Commandos. Welcome back to this week's episode of the Commando Briefing. Why are you on the right?
Do you want to be on the right this time?
Yes,
okay,
I'm always on the right.
We can switch.
Okay.
Are you happy now? Can we go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Tony Philly.
And I'm Kayla Jones.
Welcome back to this week's episode of the Commando Briefing.
This week we took a spotlight on the cross-country team and the AP Scholars.
We also spotlighted the Commando Court in the first pep rally of the year.
We went to go talk to Coach Jones about the cross-country team. This is what he had to say. Describe what cross-country is.
At the high school level, the race is always a 5K, so it's 3.11 miles. The terrain is going to vary. We were at Macon County this past Saturday, so we're basically running through tobacco fields, cornfields. We'll run when it's dry. It can be grueling. It can be 90 degrees out there. It can be 70 degrees. As far as the races, you usually have a varsity and you have a JV, boys and girls.
And what types of students should put forward work in cross-country?
Cross-country is a very difficult sport. I think it's probably, in my opinion, maybe a little biased, but I think it's the most difficult sport because most people are going to associate running as punishment. If you're playing basketball, if you're playing football, any other sport, if you get in trouble, then you are running for punishment. So my kids are insane. I guess it's probably a good way of saying it because they enjoy running.
And why is cross-country difficult?
Difficult because it's very mental. Again, most people are associating running with some kind of punishment. So you kind of already have a negative demeanor when you're kind of going into it. And let's be honest, it's easy to quit. And in the 5K, or just practice in general, it's easy, especially when you're not conditioned and stuff. And then once you start that walking, then it tends to keep snowball effect, and you want to do it more and more. So it's very, very difficult mentally because you got to be your best friend out there. You got to be your best coach. You always got to give yourself a lot of pats on the back, I guess you're saying, hey, I can do this, and I'm gonna make my teammates better, I'm gonna make myself better, represent the school the best way you can. So you've got to really have a positive attitude when you're out there.
Last week, the board recognized all the AP scholars in the district.
Hendersonville had more AP scholars than any other school in the county.
To become an AP scholar, you have to score a 3 or above on all the exams.
Hendersonville had the only and first AP Merit Scholar. Here's some footage.
In 2014, we had 315 students that scored a 3, 4, or 5 on the AP exam. Typically, if you're in that 3 to 5 category, you have the opportunity to earn 3 hours of college credit. I just dropped my daughter off at Western Kentucky on Sunday, and when you start seeing what 3 hours of college credit costs, if you're a parent, 3 hours of college credit looks really good. So we had about 315 students in 2014 that earned a 3 or higher. 2015, that jumped to 330 students. 2016, 418. 2017, 453. And this year we're right under 500. 494 of our students earned a 3, 4, or 5. It's a big deal to have AP scholars. Our county has gone from 80 in 2015 to 130 this year. So it's a huge, huge honor to honor your students tonight.
Mr. Joshua Brown from Hendersonville High School. Alexander Crenetta, Hendersonville High School. Kevin Wynn, Hendersonville High School. Henry Sprouse, Hendersonville High School. Webster, Hendersonville High School.
Have you heard about Commando Court? If not, it is a class during Skinny Block run by Miss Cothran. In the class, students that are normally sent to administrators for punishments are sent to Commando Court, where students are tried by other students and are issued punishments by other students. Here's what Miss Cothran has to say.
So we heard that you run the Commando Court for the school. How long have you been doing that? This is the 3rd year.
Okay.
And how is it different for, do students, is there a difference for what students do that gets them ISS and OSS versus Commando Court, or is there just the teacher?
It's the teacher's discretion. If it would be a disciplinary action that would warrant an ISS or OSS, the administration would take care of that. Commando Court takes care of stuff that would normally be a detention offense.
What is commando court like? Are students like prosecutors and like lawyers, or what?
The teacher sends the referral to me, and I assign it. There's a student that is the defense attorney and a student that is a prosecuting attorney. So the prosecuting attorney goes and talks to the teacher and tries to find out, what happened, what do they want to see happen, and then the defense attorney, of course, talks to their client, the student, and gets their side of the story, and then we come to court. And the student is usually the only one that's there to testify. And so it's like a formal court proceeding where they raise their right hand, swear that the testimony they're going to give is the truth, and then they are asked questions by their defense attorney and the prosecuting attorney, and then each side gives kind of a closing statement saying what they think the punishment should be. And then there's a jury of students that decide actually what the punishment is.
Are the students who are the defense attorneys and prosecutors, do you think they are tougher than the administrators would be, or are they less tough?
I think they are tougher than the administration would be. Usually they're either given write-offs, they're given an essay to do, some have been given PowerPoints to do, and various other punishments that are a little bit more work for the student.
Do you recall any of the harsher punishments that have been given out?
There have been several students that got several different punishments, like they might have like a 3-page paper and a PowerPoint presentation that they had to present to the commando court. And they might have to do it on a certain subject related to whatever their offense is. Somebody had to do a PowerPoint on why it's appropriate or inappropriate to be late to class or something like that.
What is your favorite part about running this?
I like that I get to step back and let the students do the work. I give them a little brief introduction at the beginning of the semester of how it's run, and let them decide how they want to prosecute or how they want to defend the case, and then the students get to also make the decision on what the punishment is.
After a Week 1 loss, the Commandos bounced back and defeated Centennial 52-26.
We have another game this upcoming Friday, and if you can't make it, we're streaming it live on the NFHS website.
And to remind you how exciting it is to be with us during the football season, here's some footage of the first pep rally.
Hi, I'm Tristan Brown, and on the Commando Briefing there will be a new segment of self-help advice where I give advice for your questions. It will be called Tristan Talks, and every week I will answer 2 to 3 questions. If you would like to send in a question, you can email me at tristan.ask@yahoo.com. And you can say whether you would like it to be anonymous or not. I can answer relationship advice, friendship troubles, or any question your heart desires. Just make it school appropriate because it will be shown on the news. I look forward to answering your questions.
Oh, hey guys, I'm back again with another photo montage. I really hope you guys enjoyed this.
So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your